Right, guys, welcome to today's live stream here from out of South Africa. It is around about 8:45 a.m. here in SA, and we are live for the game between the All Blacks and Argentina today. So, looking forward to this one. Last year, with the opening game between these two teams, Argentina shocked the world by beating the All Blacks for the very first time in history. So, will that history be repeated today? Let me know in the comments section. Obviously, we don't have too much time today to have too much of a banter before the start of the game. So, what I'll do is I will start by going through the team lineups for today's game. Should be a cracking one. So, let's have a look at the All Blacks team first, and the back line for today's game. Jordie Barrett, Sevu Reece, Anton Lienert-Brown, David Havili, George Bridge, Beauden Barrett, and TJ Perenara. So when looking at this side, Jordie Barrett back after that red card that he received last week. It's got overturned, and I'm very grateful for that as well. Then Sevu Reece and George Bridge continue their great alliance at 11 and 14. The more they play the book, the better they will get over time. And then also Anton Lienert-Brown and David Havili, that center combination are growing quite fondly for the All Blacks as well. And then Beauden Barrett gets his chance with Mohanga not there. And then TJ Perenara, I'm so glad this guy's back in the side as well. Really looking forward to what he can deliver for this All Blacks side. Then looking at the forwards for the All Blacks today, we've got Luke Jacobson, Dalton Papali'i, Akira Ioane, Scott Barrett, Brodie Retallick, Nipo Lalala, Asafo Amoa, and Carl Tunakafi. Now, Luke Jacobson finally gets his start at number 8 with Dalton Papali'i and Akira Ioane becoming a very formidable loose trio as well. And I can't wait to see when Sam Cane returns how this lineup will form over the course of time. Then Scott Barrett also getting another opportunity with Sam Whitelock out now at the moment. Brodie Retallick captaining the All Blacks for the very first time. And then Laulala and Carl Tunakafi getting a chance to basically cement their place in that starting berth, with Amua coming in, a very firing hooker from the Hurricanes. And the All Blacks are truly blessed with a lot of good hookers at the moment. Then going through the Argentina side, Jean Cruz Malia, Baptista Delgui, Matias Moroni, Jeronimo De La Fuente, Santiago Cordera, Nicolas Sanchez, and Gonzalo Bertranos. So we all know how dangerous this Argentina backline can be when they start to fire. And I'm especially looking forward to the center combination of Moroni and De La Fuente up against the likes of Lienert-Brown and David Havili. One thing we've learned from this Argentina side, that the offload, well, first you get Fiji, who's the offload kings, but these guys can do the passing incredibly well and such quick hands. And could that be a factor today? There has been quite a few question marks around the All Blacks loose play, especially at ruck time. So if this forwards of this Argentina side, while we look at them, Rodrigo Bruni, Marcus Kremer, Pablo Matera, Matias Alemana, Guda Petty, Santiago Medrano, Julian Montoya, and Facunda Gigena, if they can get that ball to be slowed down at the breakdown, turn over some possession, I'm sure that this Argentina side will be very, very dangerous on the counter-attack as well. But also we've learned now from the games against the Wallabies that the All Blacks are the kings when it comes to turnover ball and scoring from that. So Argentina knows that they have to be spot on today if they really want to have any opportunity to win this game. Quickly having a look at the benches for today's game. Samisoni Takiao, Joe Moody, Tyrell Lomax, Tupo Vai, Ethan Blackadder, Brad Weber, Damien McKenzie, and Rico Ioane. So Takiao, another great player. I rate him very highly. And then obviously the likes of Ethan Blackadder has come through phenomenally for this All Black side as well. And then likes of Damien McKenzie and Rico Ioane will just bring that little bit of fire to this All Black side come the second half. And I'm sure that there will be some space opening up a little bit later on in the game, but expecting a very, very tight first half as well. Looking at the bench of the Argentina side, Facunda Bosch, Carlos Muzio, Enrique Pereto, Thomas Lavanini, Jean-Martin Gonzalez, Gonzalo Garcia, Santiago Cocobares, and Emiliano Poffelli. Now, the guys that stands out for me here, Thomas Lavanini, we've all come to know as a very, very emotional player. Hopefully he won't get a yellow card or a red card today and really come on to the field in that second half and make a difference in the right positive manner. And then also the likes of Santiago Cocobares, a youngster coming through very, very nicely for Argentina. And then Poffelli bringing that experience off the bench as well. So it's all going to come down to whether it's going to be a tight game towards the end or not. But I do feel that the All Blacks are going to win this game by at least 20 points today. If we're quickly going through the comments section, Lindsay Wallace asked if there's any predictions. So that I did say the All Blacks by 20 points, and he did say that similar to my thoughts, Guru, might be a tight first 40 minutes though. And then also the All Blacks will never underestimate the Pumas again and will come out firing today. Also say, don't think the previous games with South Africa will be too much of a factor. They will have belief after that win over the All Blacks in Australia last year, which is true. I mean, you take that advantage and that psychological boost into this game, but you can never get complacent. Then also, thanks to Brett, who's become a new member on the channel, the Guru Babies. Welcome to the family, Brett. And really hope you're going to enjoy this channel. Then Jan Patterson says, cannot see the Pumas winning this one. All Blacks' current form is awesome, which I agree. I mean, they've demolished Tonga. They've demolished Fiji on 2 occasions. They've now demolished the Wallabies on 3 occasions already. And they're just growing in stature. So everything leading up to those games against South Africa in a couple of weeks' time. But that's a story for another day. Josh Knight says, if Pumas play anything like they have in their past 2 games, we should expect an absolute hammering. And that's true. I mean, you're only as good as your last game, and the Pumas were not great in any of those 2 games. So comparing the 2 sides today, we should see the All Blacks get a comfortable, easy victory today. But this is rugby, and you never know what to expect. And what makes it even worse, it's the Pumas, which you can never underestimate. One day they're brilliant, and the next day they're absolutely crap. So, yeah, looking at this way, the Pumas are the new France of rugby, and hopefully they can come out firing today, and we can see a very competitive game between them. Ruanel says, who will win? So I did say the All Blacks, Rowan, by 20 points at least. So hopefully Argentina can prove me wrong. And then he also says that the All Blacks are going to win today, which is everybody's expectations for this one. I mean, yeah, back in South Africa, the supporters are, I would say, overly confident in a victory over Wallabies today. South Africa don't travel that well, so that could be a factor. And then the first time that we're actually playing in front of a crowd, we saw what happened to the Bulls in that Rainbow Cup final when they traveled to Benetton and got absolutely shell-shocked. But it was very different from that as well. Antoinette Gerber has joined in saying, good morning, Guru. I hope the Pumas do good. That's all we want. We really want to see a contestable game where the All Blacks don't run away with the game. And the big question is whether they will actually be able to keep the All Blacks at bay today. For those of you who have just joined in, we're going to go through the team lineup just one more time. We've got Geordie Barrett, Sever Reece, Anton Linnett-Brown, David Havili, George Bridge, Bowden Barrett, and TJ Perenara in the back line. And what is scary is that this isn't even their first choice team. If you look at the likes of Caleb Clark, still need to come back. Jack Goodhue, Rico Ioane finds himself on the bench. Richie Mohanga is back in New Zealand. So there's still plenty of guys that can come in and make a change to this All Black side. So Yeah, they're blessed with truly a lot of talent. The forwards Luke Jacobson, Dalton Papali, Akira Ioane, Scott Barrett, Brody Retallick, Nipo Lalala, Asafo Amoa, and Carl Tunagafi. Players like Luke Jacobson is in great form. Dalton Papali is in great form. Like I said, it will be very interesting to see when the likes of Sam Cane returns to the All Black squad, how things will turn out. And then Scott Barrett also gets the opportunity today in the absence of Sam Whitelock. So all around, still, this could be classed as a second string All Black side today, but still a very formidable one that could beat anybody on the day. If you look at the Argentina lineup, Jean Cruz Malia, Baptista Del Gui, Matias Moroni, Geronimo de la Fuente, Santiago Cordera, Nicolas Sanchez, and Gonzalo Bertrano. You see a very attack-minded backline of this Argentina side, and it's exactly what you want to see. They went with the experience of Moroni and De La Fuente in that midfield combination to try and stop Bennett Brown and Havili today. And then also Bertrano and Sanchez will bring that experience as well. The forwards-wise, Rodrigo Bruni, Marcus Grimmer, Pablo Matera, Matias Alemano, Guido Petty, Santiago Medrano, Julian Montoya, and Facunda Kikena. So this is where I feel Argentina can really go and attack the All Blacks, is in that open ruck play. They could maybe give the All Blacks a hard time at ruck time, maybe a couple of turnovers here and there, and then we all know how dangerous this Argentina side can be. And just the fact that Pablo Matera hasn't played the greatest of rugby in the last two games, he needs a big one. And along Marcus Kremer and Rodrigo Bruni, I'm very much confident that they will step up to the plate today. Then on the benches, we got Samisoni, Takiao, Joe Moody, Tyrell Lomax, Tupou Vai, Ethan Blackadder, Brad Weber, Damian McKenzie, and Rico Ioane for the All Blacks. And like I said previously, looking forward to see how Takiao performs today along with Ethan Blackadder. Those are probably my two picks on the bench to really come out and make a big difference in that second half. For Argentina, Facunda Bosch, Carlos Muzio, Enrique Pereto, Thomas Lavanini, Jean-Martin Gonzalez, Gonzalo Garcia, Santiago Cocobares, and then also Buffelli. So there's actually three players I'm looking forward to seeing in that second half, and that is the likes of Thomas Lavanini, Santiago Cocobares, and Buffelli. With Lavanini, you don't know what to expect on the day. A very emotional player. Could give away either yellow or red card, or he could have a fantastic game. And then also Cocobares has got that X factor that could turn the game on its head along with Buffelli. So let me know, guys, what your thoughts are on the two team lineups and who you think is going to win. I do have the poll up on the channel, and currently the question was, can Argentina do it again? And only 36% have said yes, while the majority, 64%, said no. And then also on my channel, I did have a poll going, but I can't access that now. So feel free to go and have a look at that as well. Johan Duplessis says, hello, Rugby Guru. It will be so good if the Pumas can beat New Zealand today. And I mean, history can be repeated. Can lightning strike twice in the same place? It's a big question, and one that we're going to be answered in the next 80 minutes or so. So really looking forward to this one, guys. I'm going to go ahead and ask maybe who's going to be the first try scorer of this game. I will put the lineups here. So in the back line, I would probably say for the All Blacks, David Havili has been in great form. So I would back him to maybe get the first try of this game. Also maybe the first try of the back line for the All Blacks. And then forward-wise, you cannot shy away from a Akira Ioane or a Asafo Amoa try. For Argentina, the likes of Matias Moroni or Santiago Cordera could make a big impact in try scoring, along with the forwards, probably Pablo Matera or even Julian Montoya. So let me know in the comment section who you guys think is going to be the try scorers today, and also whether the All Blacks will pull this one through, or will Argentina upset the All Blacks for a second time in 2 seasons. But I just don't see this happening today while we're listening at the national anthems between these two sides. Not too many people at the crowd today. There's plenty of open seats as well. So I don't know if it's the restrictions of people allowed at the stadium or whether it's just the people that didn't show up for the game today. But always good to have a crowd. And back here in South Africa, we are really looking forward to having crowds back at some stage. I mean, we haven't been able to go to a live match since 2019, so it would be really awesome if we can at some stage have a couple of games where we can attend. Charlton Claassen says it will be marked on the history books when the Pumas can win the All Blacks today. So the history books have been written, Charlton. They did manage to win the All Blacks last year in a historic victory. Question marks whether they can do it again. I mean, they tried for so many years and they finally pushed through. We've seen how long it took them to beat South Africa, and when they eventually did, they did get a couple of wins after that as well. So there's always a first time and there's always a second time, and it goes on and on and on. So, yeah, I think Argentina will be more confident than ever that they could be able to get another win over the All Blacks today. Peter de Acrela says, do some face expressions during the haka, can you please? So you want me to do the TJ Perenara thing, Peter? No, come on, man. I don't think I'm confident enough yet to do something like that, Peter. The bot says Pumas is warm. They have the guns. So, yeah, they definitely have the players to upset the All Blacks. But going by the current form of the All Blacks, it's just really hard to see how this All Black side can lose today. Right, so we are busy with the New Zealand national anthem at the moment, guys. So kickoff will be around in the next minute or two, hopefully, and we can get this Rugby Championship game underway. Again, let me know in the comment section who you guys think is going to be the try scorers in today's game, and also whether you think that Argentina can do it again. It will be a very interesting situation today. Don't know really what to expect. The Pumas have lost their last 2 games pretty badly to the Springboks, not just with the scoreboard, but the overall performances of the team has been pretty average. And we can also take back that they beat Wales in an earlier test series as well. So 1 draw and 1 winner over Wales. But we can also say that it was a second-string Wales side. With the All Blacks thumping Tonga and Fiji, and also basically getting past the Wallabies with quite ease in that last 3 games. I'm really expecting a 20-point victory minimum for the All Blacks today. So I would be surprised if they win by anything less than that today. Valiant Stubbs says New Zealand 35, Argentina 20. So that's the prime example then. I would be very surprised if the score would be only 15 points difference between the two. And that's only unless the All Blacks defense are really weak today and they do push Argentina for a couple of tries. Right, so the national anthems are done. We are now just awaiting the haka. I'm going to try and avoid that facial expressions today, Peter. Maybe when we play the Springboks, I'll do that for you guys. Ronaldo Tyson has joined in. Hope you well. Question: if Pumas and Wallabies win, do you think their matches they played against each other was better than the All Blacks versus Wallabies and Pumas versus Springboks? So let me just read through the question again. If Pumas and Wallabies win, do you think their matches they played against each other was better than All Blacks versus Wallabies and Pumas versus Springboks? I don't understand the question quite right. So if Pumas and Wallabies win, do you think their matches they played against each was well? Look, if the Pumas and the Wallabies managed to win us, the All Blacks and the Springboks, then obviously it would be seen as being better. But the overall thing is the Wallabies and the Pumas have drew now on 2 occasions last year. So I can't wait for the repeat of that one. I think Argentina has become their voodoo side. So Peter wants me to do that quick one. So I'll go for it. There we go. Just a small tongue for you, Peter. I know I didn't do it justice, but anyway, I just can't see myself pulling that face and really pulling in a haka there. Rivonigo says, let's go. So the haka is done, and we should get this game underway in just a second, guys. Can the Pumas do it again today? Can they upset the All Blacks for only the second time in history today? They look focused, they look determined, but whether they will show up and play the game is another question altogether. So Nick Berry is the referee for today's game with Jaco Paper, Graham Cooper, and Brett Cronin helping him or assisting him today in this game. So Nick Berry has got a tough one, got a lot of slack from South Africa in that British and Irish Lions series. So it will be interesting to see how things go today. Peter says, no, I don't think so. No, I didn't do it justice, Peter. Right, so yeah, let's get this game underway and see how it goes. So it looks like it is going to be the All Blacks to kick this game off, and looking forward to a really good battle between these two sides. Maybe a new rivalry on the horizon here between these two sides. Right, Burden Barrett to get this game underway, guys, and here we go. A deep kick in from Burden Barrett. It is pretty deep inside the 22, taken by Pablo Matera, and he's thumped in a tackle by Nipo Lalala, but the Pumas have managed to get it back very early on. But what a way to open up this game for Nipo Lalala. Now Bertrand out to Marcus Kremer. Oh, he's taking a couple of All Blacks up to the 22. Now Bertrand back to Nicolas Sanchez, who puts it to the boot, and he will be finding touch there. And it's going to find touch between the 10 and the halfway line inside Argentina half. But what a cracker of a tackle from Nipo Lalala very early on in this game. So throwing coming from Asafo Moa now for the All Blacks. Roundabout on the 10-meter line. Quick throw from him. Now it comes out TJ Perenara out to Burden Barrett. David Avili, but he's held up in a tackle very early by Pablo Matera. Now Perenara, Akira Ioane. He's going to try and take it up. Driven back in a tackle by Montoya. Now Perenara again out to Luke Jacobson over the 10-meter line. They go now. It's the All Blacks. Perenara again. Out it comes to Scott Barrett. Big tackle from Gudapeti on the 10-meter line. Now Perenara. Burden Barrett out to Safo Moa. Good tackle from Marcus Kremer on him. And it's a little knock-on from the All Blacks now. Bertrand, Nicolas Sanchez out wide it goes now. It is Cordera with a run over the halfway line. Quick ball needed now. Bertrand, out it comes to the big forwards. Taking it up nicely. Setting it up beautifully for them now. Bertrand, Nicolas Sanchez. Out wide they go now. It's a chance for De La Fuente. Good tackle from Jacobson and Akira Ioane. Now Bertrand again. Nicolas Sanchez steps one. A little bit of a gap opens up now, but the pass is spilled. But somehow it comes back to the side of Argentina. But the referee, Nick Berry, has indicated that there was a knock-on from Argentina. So a really good start from the Argentinians, showing some intent very, very early on. Nicolas Sanchez beating Scott Barrett on the inside. And then just unfortunately, the pass from Rodrigo Bruni not finding the player. Great start here. Johannes Spain says Argentina to win with 7 points. And then Eddie King says New Zealand 45, Argentina 19. So Carlton and Guffey have to leave the field for a blood replacement at the moment. A lot of blood streaming out from his head at the moment. So replacement coming on for the All Blacks as early as the 2nd minute in this game. Elton Pitt says go Argentina. So an early replacement here for the All Blacks, blood replacement. It will be, I think, Tyrell Lomax. No, it's Joe Moody has come on to the field after just 2.5 minutes in this game. Great start from Argentina, showing some really good intent, but it's just that little 50-50 offloads that could cost them the game. You don't want to give the All Blacks turnover ball on the attack. But we've had a really great start here. We've had Nipo Lolala absolutely bullocking tackle, and then we've had a Marcus Kremer charge that was really great. So early intent in this game. Andrew Warren says, I second that. LOL, go Argentina. So the first scrum has gone down and we will have a reset. So it's becoming more of a thing these days that the first scrum always end up in a reset. And like you guys know, I always want to have a stop clock added to the scrums because we do see plenty of minutes wasted. Shadow Ninja Co says, yo, long time, bro. How are you? I'm good. Thank you, Shadow Ninja. And then Albert Tritter says, hope Argentina can dominate up front. They've always had good forwards. So here we go. The first scrum of the game is a pretty decent one now. David Avili is going to straighten the line up to halfway. Now TJ Perenara out to Scott Barrett. Good tackle from Bruni. Now Perenara again. Out it comes to Safo Moa. Over halfway he goes. Bullocking run from him. Now TJ Perenara out to Nipo Lolala. Right on halfway now, the All Blacks, Bowden Barrett, Akira Ioane. Good tackle from Marcus Kremer. Now TJ Perenara out to Bowden Barrett. He's going to put it to the boot now. Trying to find a bit of space, but straight into the hands it goes of John Cruz Malia, who's going to kick that back with interest, but not going to find touch. On the 10-meter line now, Barrett. Gives it out to Geordie Barrett. He's going to go with the up and under here. Chasing down his own kick right on the 10-meter line. And it's been knocked on, I think, by the All Blacks. So Argentina's got possession on the 10-meter line. Now Bertrano gets it out to Guido Petty. Now Bertrano again. Nicolas Sanchez. Out it goes to De La Fuente. Now a bit of space opening up for Argentina again. It's Maroni. Up to halfway comes Argentina now. Bertrano out to Marcus Kremer. Runs into a brick wall here. But penalty advantage coming for Argentina. Bertrano with a box kick over the top. And that's going to go directly into touch. So we're coming back for a penalty just inside Argentina's half. So Shadow Ninja Co says, who do you think will win this one? So I do have the All Blacks down for a 20-point margin. At least a 20-point margin. Yeah, they're showing that massive tackle, Nipo Lolala on Pablo Matera with that kickoff earlier. It was a really cracker of a tackle. Albert Twitter says 60 in the room and only 13 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Thank you, Albert, for that one. So, yeah, guys, do go ahead and press that like button. Show your support. If you're new to the channel, press that like button and subscribe. And then Liam Nell says, I'm back. Right, so decision time here for Argentina. They're not going to go for goal from here. And Nicolas Sanchez is going to hit this into touch. And is going to find touch roundabout on the 22-meter line inside All Blacks territory. So great opportunity now for Argentina to maybe get the first try or even the first points of the game. Sylvester says Argentina by 25. Interesting call from you, Sylvester. Right, Montoya with the throw in here. And, oh, no, the referee just called him back. Shadow Ninja says, I know it's morning in South Africa, but my country, it's nighttime. So, yeah, I'm going to have dinner and come back. No problem at all. Right, so Montoya with the throw in right here on the 22-meter line. He is going to go and find Pablo Matera. Now Bertrand Nicolas Sanchez switches back inside with De La Fuente over the 22-meter line. He goes. Brought down really quickly. Now the forwards having a crack here. Inside the 22 now is Argentina, but there's a penalty coming the way of the All Blacks there. Holding on the ground. Brodie Retallick winning that penalty for the All Blacks. John Cruz Malia, the guilty party there, not releasing on the ground. So that is a really good turnover from Brodie Retallick, and then winning that penalty for them as well. So touch found roundabout on halfway by Barrett. Peter says All Blacks and Box, best teams in the world. And then Peter Blichnote, Argentina can do it. Go, boys. Right, thrown from Amoa, finds Barrett right on halfway now, and a penalty advantage coming the way of the All Blacks. Interference in the lineup. TJ Perenara, Havili, out to Burden Barrett now. On the angle comes George Bridge now, over halfway up to the 10-meter line. Brought down by Maroney. Here comes Anton Leonard-Brown into space. Well, is it Anton Leonard-Brown or is it Rico Ioane? Burden Barrett, Scott Barrett. Just between the 10 and the 22-meter line now. Perenara back to Burden Barrett. Tries to straighten the line. Just short of the 22 now. TJ Perenara out to Rico Ioane. Gives it out to Brody Retallick, who makes a couple of meters over the 22-meter line. Here they come now. It's Nipo Lalala. Inside the 22 is the All Blacks now. And TJ Perenara out to Burden Barrett. Now Brody Retallick again. Good defense here from Argentina. Just not allowing the All Blacks over that advantage line. Here comes Rico Ioane. Luke Jacobson. He's going to have a crack here, but the pass is into touch. Right on the 5-meter line. And a little bit of over-eagerness there from Luke Jacobson. So, yeah, just to inform you guys, the starting lineup did say that Anton Leonard-Brown would start the game, but instead it is Rico Ioane in that number 13 jumper today. Right, the lineout has been taken by Argentina, and it's Rodrigo Bruni who sets it up for them. And Nicolas Sanchez now with a kick from his own try line and finds touch roundabout on the 22-meter line. Great defensive line out there from Argentina. Johan Conradi says today's Argentina's big day. Right, Asafa Moa with a throw in here to the line, taken beautifully by Akira Ioane. Here they come again, Severi straightening the line. Beautiful barge from him. Now TJ Perenara. Burden Barrett is going to straighten the line, gets the offload, but it has probably been knocked on by the All Blacks. A try by Rico Ioane, but I do think that we will come back for a possible knock-on here after just 10 minutes of the game. We'll have to wait and see what the referee's decision is here. We will have a TMO decision coming. It did look like there was a knock-on. It might have come off the foot because the ball did spill forward. So let's have a look at this one. The tackle from De La Fuente. No, knock-on from Rico Ioane. Surely that can't be a try. Let's just have one more look at this. From whose hand did it come off? But what a great run from Severi, straightening that line beautifully. And then a quick ball came back. And then Burden Barrett straightened. Oh, no, it's not a knock-on from Rico Ioane. In fact, it's a hand from the Argentina player. So this could be a try to the All Blacks. Could be a possible yellow card as well. Slapped down from the Argentina player. And then off the foot of Rico Ioane. That's going to be a try. Yep, try awarded to the All Blacks. So it's going to be 5-0. Try to Rico Ioane. And not the way Argentina would have wanted this game to start. So the All Blacks do strike first. It's Rico Ioane who gets the opening try of this game. And Argentina can consider themselves very lucky not to have a yellow card as well. Baptista Delki, who slapped that ball down. So after 10 minutes of play, it's the All Blacks who's got 5 and a conversion to come. Johannes Payne says, well done to all Blue Bull supporters with easy Currie Cup win. The top 16 cup will be between the Stormers and the Sharks. Hopefully so, Johannes. Even there is this slight possibility that we won't even see the Stormers in the United Rugby Championship because of internal problems. The conversion from Burden Barrett is a sweetly struck kick, and it's 7-0 here after about 11 minutes of play in this game. Right, so it is the All Blacks to strike first, and Argentina will have to tighten up their defense if possible. Right, Nicholas Sanchez with the restart now. Also, Carlton Agafi back on the field after that blood replacement. Taken in by David Avili, hammered in the tackle. And what a hit from Argentina. They might have even turned this over. The ball spills loose at the back, taken by Barrett though. And now TJ Perenara can clear this out to Bowden Barrett, who's going to kick this downfield. And, it's not found touch. And here comes Argentina, beautifully kept in field by the player. And here comes Nicholas Sanchez. Out it comes beautifully to Moroni. Just short of the 22 now. Up to the 22 they go. Bertrand needs to get this out now. Here they come. Through the forwards they go. But beautiful defense from the All Blacks, just pushing them back a little bit. Now Nicholas Sanchez again. Out it goes to De La Fuente. Pablo Matera gets it out to Cordero. Needs support now. Going backwards slightly is Argentina on the 10-meter line now. Sanchez. And there's a knock-on from Argentina. Rico Ioane has got this now. Just short of halfway, brought down by Argentina. Now Perenara with the box kick over the top, looking for distance. And it's been touched by Delki, and he'll have to play this now from inside his 22. And that's a really bad kick from him, finding touch about 15 meters away from their own try line. So the All Blacks could strike again really soon. Joshua says, let's go All Blacks. And then also Ramfam says, the All Blacks hate when they lose. Right. Asafo Amoa with a throw-in, 15 meters out from the try line. He is going to find... Oh, it's been slapped by Argentina now. And it's Bertrand who's under pressure here, right on his own try line. That ball got slapped back by them and puts more pressure on him as well. But they have managed to retain that ball. And now Bertrand out to Nicholas Sanchez. And he's going to get the kick away. And we will have the lineup run about on the same place we've had it previously. Great steal there from Guido Petty at that lineup. But the slapback put them under pressure again on their own try line. And now it's going to be a lineup on run about the same spot. So Moa with the throw-in to this lineup. Taken in by Luke Jacobson this time. And the maul has been set by the All Blacks. Penalty advantage coming in from the side was Alamalo. Now comes TJ Perenara. Bowden Barrett with a cross kick. The cross kick. And it's chased by Barrett. Oh, Geordie Barrett. I don't think he's got it. He did catch the ball over the try line. But it was touchdown over the dead ball line, surely. Let's have a quick look. But it looked like it was touchdown behind the dead ball line. We will be coming back to a penalty if no try has been awarded. Martin says, go mighty All Blacks. So let's have a look at this. Don't think he's got it. Oh, that's a very, very, very close call. Let's have another look at this. It might be on the line and then it's going to be on the dead. Yeah, no, that's not a try, surely. We are going to come back to a penalty. Well, I did say that about the previous one as well. So let's just have another look. Don't think he's got it. But a great attempt from Geordie Barrett to get the try there for the All Blacks. Well, that is surely on the line. And whether it's on the dead ball line, it should not be a try, I don't think. Let's wait and see what happens. We've had 14 minutes in this game. And a big call coming up now. Ooh, from this angle, it looks like a try. That could be a try to Geordie Barrett. Let's see what the decision from the TMO will be. No, the try has not been awarded. We're coming back for a penalty to the All Blacks. So 14 minutes gone in this game. It's 7-0 to the All Blacks. And another penalty coming the way of them for collapsing or coming in from the side was Argentina there. Great attempt from Geordie Barrett. Unfortunately, just not running out of space there. So the All Blacks have opted to go for the touch here. And let's see where Bowden Barrett will get this one out. All right, 5 meters out from the try line. Asafo Moa with a throw into this lineup. Let's see if the All Blacks can hit again. Just playing very, very calmly at the moment is this All Black side. So the lineup from Asafo Moa going to the back, but it's stolen again. And this time it's taken beautifully by Argentina, setting up their own maul here, 5 meters out from the try line. That is a big one, a big steal there from Kudo Petty, doing brilliantly for Argentina. Still going forward now, Bertrand now with a kick downfield, and that's a beauty of a kick from him as well, finding touch on halfway. Great stuff from Argentina, competing there in the lineup when everybody would just maybe defend it. Great stuff from them. Right, lineup back on halfway now for the All Blacks here, and that is a really big lineup still. This time Brodie Retallick takes it, TJ Perenara out to Beauden Barrett. Now Duke Jacobson, beautiful run from Rieko Ioane, straight through. Now he needs support, he's going to maybe go on his own. Oh, it's been intercepted by Argentina, and that's a great defensive steal from them as well. Great work there, and it's Santiago Cordero who saves the day for Argentina yet again. Great breakaway from Rieko Ioane, and then intercepted by Cordero in that pass. So brilliant defense then in the end, but sloppy defense for the break from Rieko Ioane. Well, it would have been 7 rees into the corner if he didn't intercept that ball. 5 meters out from the try line, it's Asafo Moa with another line-up throw. This time, it's going to be Akira Ioane who gets it. So no more formed this time round. So there's a ruck about 7 or 8 meters out from the try line. Asafo Moa at scrum half gets it out to Brodie Retallick. And driving forward is Brodie Retallick now, 5 meters out. Can the All Blacks get another one now? Driven forward by Carlton Agafi. He's a meter short. Now surely Asafo Moa. And just short he is. Let's see what the referee says. Held up in the tackle. Over the try line. Held up. So we will have a 5 meter scrum. So at the moment Argentina is surviving. Just avoiding the All Blacks getting that second try. And basically running away with us towards the 20-minute mark here. But great stuff. Great defense from Argentina on that occasion. Asafo Moa looked like he was going to be in for all money, but held up in the tackle over the try line. And great work from Argentina. So it's not going to be a scrum down. So the new rule is a try line kickoff. So that's great stuff from Argentina. So the restart from Nicolas Sanchez, then taken by Barrett on halfway. Now it is George Brits who's going to have a run here. Can Argentina defense hold? Taken down by Alemano. Now TJ Perenara. Out to Nipo Lolala. Making a couple of meters now. TJ Perenara again. Out Beauden Barrett. Now Scott Barrett. Up to the 22-meter line they go. Brought down. TJ Perenara. Beauden Barrett. Out to Havili. He's going to straighten the line. Good defense from Argentina. Now it's Seven Rees. Cutting back inside. Brought down. Now TJ Perenara. Out to Beauden Barrett. Scott Barrett. Brought down beautifully by Pablo Matera. And the ball has been stolen by Argentina as well now. And they survive another onslaught from the All Blacks. It's Nicolas Sanchez at scrum half now for Argentina, taken by Marcus Crema. He just sets up the ruck for Argentina now. Bertrand waiting for this ball. Gives it out to Pablo Matera. Tackled by Asafo Moa. About 10 meters out from the try line. Now Nicolas Sanchez with the kick downfield. And he will find touch round about, 5 meters out from the 22. Yep, another line out coming up for the All Blacks. How long will the Pumas be able to keep this pressure up from the All Blacks? Throw taken by Scott Barrett now. Kira Ioane off the back, but he throws it straight into touch there. And it's going to be an Argentina line out 5 meters out from the 22. Inside their own half, obviously. So Argentina doing great work to really hold back this All Black attack at the moment. Right, so currently we've got an injury break to one of the Argentina players. So not sure who it is at the moment who's down, but great stuff from Argentina so far, guys. It's one of those things where you really would expect the All Blacks to score every time they get into the 22. Kev676 says, I just joined in. Is it the first or second half? So it's only the first half. 20 minutes gone now, and it's All Blacks all the way at the moment. But Argentina has done well to really keep them out on a couple of occasions already, 5 meters from the try line. We've seen a line-out steal from a 5-meter line. We've seen an intercept and all of those things. Petty loses that line-out, and now it's Akira Ioane who's got it just outside the 22 here for the All Blacks. TJ Perenara, out it comes to Beauden Barrett. Switches back inside to Havili. Havili taking on Petty, brought down by Julian Montoya this time. Gets it out to Asafo Moa. Asafo Moa just short of the 22. Now he burst over the 22. Right in the middle of the field. TJ Perenara, Beauden Barrett now. Back inside to Akira Ioane. Tackled by Alemano and Marcus Kremer. Right on the 22-meter line. TJ Perenara, but the referee blows for a penalty to Argentina this time round. I think one of the players might have dived over. Yeah, he dived in with the shoulder to clean out that ruck. So penalty goes against, I think it's Asafo Moa or Nipo Lalala, I think it is. Yeah, it's Nipo Lalala who gets penalized for charging in with the shoulder into that ruck. Right, so the penalty kick from Nicolas Sanchez is going to find touch right about the halfway line inside All Blacks territory now. And one can now safely say that Argentina have survived the onslaught from the All Blacks in that on that occasion. So for 20 minutes, they've basically tried to hold out. Right, so Julian Montoya with the throw-in runabout on halfway. Yeah, for Argentina. Montoya with a throw-in, finds Petty now. Bertrano, thumping tackle from Scott Barrett on halfway on Bertrano. Just pushing Argentina back a little bit now. Sanchez gets it out to Bruni, right on halfway. Bertrano waiting for this ball to come out now. Can they hit back with something of their own? Bertrano is going to go with a box kick over the top now and chased down by Cordero, but beautifully taken by Severis, roundabout on the 10-meter line, but another penalty to Argentina, this time for being offside, I think is the call from Nick Berry, right on halfway. Yeah, offside from the All Blacks. So will we see Argentina maybe go for goal from here? Is it kickable at all? Bryce says it will be a good game, fast pace for Argentina, but All Blacks will just stick to the game plan, play smart, use all the options likewise, and complete sets because you look at every game they play. Absolutely, I agree. JT says I can wait for Springboks and Wallabies go Bokker. So it's probably I can't wait. Right, so Nicolas Sanchez has now opted to go for goal. Right on halfway with a little bit of an angle, 15 meters out from the left-hand touch line. So give or take about 55 meters or so. He's got a 77% strike rate. Is Nicolas Sanchez over his long career, which is quite an exceptional ratio if you consider how many tests he's played in his career for Argentina. Right, here's lining this up. Can Argentina get some points? This will be a massive psychological boost if they do get points from this All Black attack from the last 20 minutes or so. Right, the kick from Nicolas Sanchez is going to go to the right of the post and short as well. And Beauden Barrett is going to thump that straight down the middle of the field into the hands of John Cruz Malia. Cuts back inside to Delki. Runabout between the halfway and the 10-meter line now. Inside All Blacks territory. It's taken forward by the Argentina prop forward. Bertrand waiting for it to come out. He gets it now out to Marcus Kremer. Marcus Kremer makes a couple of meters as well. And a penalty to the All Blacks. Holding on the ground. Quickly taken by TJ Perenara. All the way up to halfway he goes. Now Jordy Barrett at scrum half. Gives it out to Nipo Lalala. Over halfway comes the All Blacks now. TJ Perenara again. Jordy Barrett back inside to Brody Retallick. Good defense from Argentina again. Now TJ Perenara. Asafo Moa straightening the line. Between the halfway and the 10-meter line inside Argentina half now. Right in the middle of the field. Perenara out to Bowden Barrett. Puts a little chip kick over the top. Chased down himself but taken by Pablo Matera beautifully as well. And should set up a ruck here for Argentina. Now Marcus Kremer. Marcus Kremer beating the first tackle of Scott Barrett, but brought down really quickly after that. And now Nicolas Sanchez kicks, but charged down by the All Blacks and now taken by George Bridge. Runabout on the 10-meter line. TJ Perenara now. Out it comes to Jordy Barrett. Out wide to Rico Ioane. Roundabout on halfway now. He's going to straighten the line. Takes two defenders with him. Now Perenara out to Amoa again. Between the halfway, 10 and 22-meter line. Bowden Barrett throws a little dummy, tries to go himself. Brought down by Montoya. Now Perenara. Out it comes to Brody Retallick. Up to the 22-meter line comes the All Blacks now. Rodrigo Bruni tries to steal that ball, can't do so. Now it's a goal to the Guffey. Out it comes to Scott Barrett. Right on the 22-meter line. Bowden Barrett. He gets it out to Akira Ioane. Good tackle from Pablo Matera and De La Fuente. Stopping Akira Ioane. Now TJ Perenara. David Avili. Tackled by Matera and Marcus Kremer held up in the tackle. Now they need to release him. Here comes Perenara again. Akira Ioane. Jordy Barrett. Out to Asafo Moa. Straightening the line. Great defense from Bruni. Right on the 22-meter line there now is the All Blacks in the middle of the field. Perenara. Back to Brody Retallick now. Still on the 22-meter line. Perenara now. Called to the Guffey again. Over the 22-meter line they go now. 5 meters inside. TJ Perenara out to Nipo Lalala. Montoya over to the ball. He could steal that one for the Argentinians. Yes, he does. A penalty to Argentina. Holding on the ground there from Nipo Lalala. And another attack averted from the All Blacks. Great stuff. And Neville is joining. Good evening. I'm late. Backing the All Blacks. And then Martin, I'm a Kiwi. Live in Australia. Love giving it to that's basically. So we'll go back to Martin's go wash hands, mighty All Blacks. So Nicolas Sanchez now with the kick downfield. Let's see where he's going to find touch here for Argentina. Oh, that's not going to find touch. And into the hands of Seven Rees now. It's Bowden Barrett on the 10-meter line to Jordy Barrett now. That's a bad mistake from Argentina. TJ Perenara now. Nipo Lalala putting his head down between the 10 and the halfway line. Now Bowden Barrett out to Akira Ioane, making his way up to the 22-meter line. Brought down now. Perenara, Asafo Moa. Right on the 22-meter line again now. Perenara, Seven Rees. Over the 22 they go. Bowden Barrett, TJ Perenara again. Out to David Havili. He's running sideways, brought down by Marcus Kremer. Lost a bit of ground as the All Blacks now. TJ Perenara. Bowden Barrett steps back inside. Over the 22-meter line he goes. Brought down by Pablo Matera now. TJ Perenara. Asafo Moa. About 15 meters out is the All Blacks now. Inside the 22. TJ Perenara. Bowden Barrett to Luke Jacobson. Good tackle there from Montoya. And a penalty to Argentina again. Let's just see what the reason for that penalty is. Coming in from the side is the team from Nick Berry. Jordy Barrett coming in from the side. So, again, 27 minutes of All Black onslaught in this game has been stopped by Argentina yet again. Borza Fast says, keep it close, Argentina. You never know what will happen in that final 10 minutes. Absolutely. So 28 minutes gone in this one, and the All Blacks lead by 7 points to 0. But the way the Argentina players are defending, they might just run out of gas in that second half. And to make things worse is Pablo Matera's down at the moment for them. 72 caps for him, 7 tries, and 35 points for Argentina. Gert Knutser says, hello, Guru from Vietnam. Thanks again for the rugby. All Blacks win by 14 points today, says Gert. Right, so it is going to be an Argentina penalty for Jordie Barrett joining in from the side. So another chance here for them to get out of their own 22. And good news for the Argentina fans also is Pablo Matera has stood back onto his feet and will continue this game. So 12 minutes to go in this first half, and it's a 7-point game at the moment. It could have been a lot worse for Argentina if it hadn't been for their defense so far. Shadow Ninja Ghost also says, I'm back. Welcome back. Right, let's see what happens in this next 12 minutes of the first half. Can Argentina get some points on the board, or will the All Blacks get a try before halftime? Montoya to throw it in, roundabout on the 10-meter line. Inside Argentina half. Taken beautifully by Alemano on the 10-meter line now. Maul has been formed by Argentina now. They're going to look to make a couple of meters here, but Bertrand calls it and goes for the box kick over the top now. It is going to be Santiago Cordero chasing, but Severese has picked it up beautifully, and he's going to go on a run here, but too much stepping from him, unfortunately. Brought down by Montoya on the 10-meter line inside the All Blacks half. Now Barrett, out to Avili, Rico Ioane. He needs to straighten the line, does so. Brought down by De La Fuente on halfway. Now TJ Perenara, Bowden Barrett, out to Jordie Barrett. Gets it out to Safo Mo. Is going to straighten the line here over halfway. TJ Perenara, Bowden Barrett back inside to Carlton Guffey. Runabout between the 10 and the halfway line out. Perenara, Akira Ioane. Burst his way over the 10-meter line. Brought down by Bruni. Now Perenara again. It's Jordie Barrett now. Safo Mo again straightening the line. Right on the 10-meter line here is the All Blacks now. Comes back Bowden Barrett with a stab through. Looking for space in behind, but taken beautifully by Nicolas Sanchez. He steps Severese and now kicks it ahead. And that is going to find touch. Let's see where it's going to find touch. Not quite sure where it went out, but it should be around halfway. 10 minutes to go in this first half. Peter Bluffner asked, why is Barrett playing when he got a red card last week? So the red card got overturned during the week, Peter. So that's why he is playing today. Right, throw taken on halfway by the All Blacks, and they form a ball now, and it's going forward at a great pace as well. Now Safo Moa cuts off the back now, gets it out Perenara. David Havili puts a little stab through. The chase is on here. Barrett is, it's going to be, what is it going to be? Penalty to the All Blacks. Right about on the 10-meter line. Coming in from the side is the call, but the tackle from Barrett wasn't the greatest of ones on the Argentina player. They might want to have a look at that after that little stab through from David Havili. Let's just see if anything's coming from it. It was great work from Moroni stopping that ball being picked up by Bowden Barrett. Right, so the referee's going to have a... Well, no, it's not. I thought he was going to have a talk with one of the players, but he was just waiting for the ball. Do I watch NRL? Unfortunately, there's no coverage of the NRL here in South Africa, Shadow Ghost. Right, so the All Blacks has opted to go for touch, and it's going to be a line-out roundabout on the 22-meter line. And with 8 minutes to go in this first half, if Argentina can avoid the All Blacks from scoring again, well, that's a poor kick, really. It's been on the 10-meter line, actually. So no distance made off that kick from Bowden Barrett. Now, ball has been formed by the All Blacks, and they are going to go on a run again. TJ Perenara now waiting for it. Now it comes out to David Avili. He's going to straighten the line, tackled by Bertrand. Now TJ Perenara out to Scott Barrett. Scott Barrett just short of the 22-meter line now. TJ Perenara out to Luke Jacobson. Just short of the 22, right in the middle of the field. The ball has been snatched by Argentina again, but they could give away a penalty. Yes, they will. So not releasing after stealing that ball, unfortunately. And a penalty right in front for the All Blacks if they want it. Maybe it's time to just take the points. But we'll see. It looks like he is going to go for goal. The ball got ripped by Julian Montoya. Well, I think he actually got penalized for playing the ball on the ground the first time round. Daylight Dawning says, love your work. Thank you so much. Right, so Bernard Barrett is going to have a shot at goal here right in front. So it should be 10 points to 0. And given the way the All Blacks have attacked throughout this first half, the score should be a lot higher. Katnitz asking Mr. Guru, wonder where Achilles is today. No idea, Kat. Think it might be a little bit early for him. I don't know. Maybe he's got a headache after that win for the Bulls last night. Maybe went celebrating too much in the end. Right, 6.5 minutes to go in this first half. Can Bernard Barrett make it 10 points to 0? Should be an easy kick. But we have seen him miss kicks like this before. Not on this occasion, though. So 10 points to 0 it is here. And the All Blacks now take a 10-point lead into the last 6 minutes of this first half. Great work from the Argentinas to really keep that score low at the moment. I'm a Kiwi living in Australia. Love giving you my Aussie mates, especially after a 3-0 series record score. They were very quiet. That makes sense. I would also be quiet if I lose 3 tests in a row. Now Nicholas Sanchez with the restart here. Deep kicking inside the 22. And George Bridge has spinned out of the first one here. And TJ Perenara now gives it out to Asafo Moa. 5 meters outside of the 22 of the All Blacks now. TJ Perenara out to Scott Barrett. Bowden Barrett now. Luke Jacobson straightening the line here for the All Blacks. Making a couple of meters with it. And now comes Scott Barrett, the kick forward from TJ Perenara. He is going to collect the ball himself here on the 10-meter line inside the Argentina half. Now Brody Retallick gets it out to Bowden Barrett. David Havili. Havili over the 10-meter line. He goes. Now TJ Perenara. Back it comes to Carlton Guffey. Brought down beautifully there by Marcus Grimm. And now TJ Perenara. Bowden Barrett. David Havili. Just short of the 22 now is the All Blacks here. And another opportunity for them. Now TJ Perenara. Out to Scott Barrett. Back inside to Brody Retallick. Over the 22-meter line. Brought down quickly. Now Sevu Rees trying to spin out of the tackle from Bruni. But good defense from him again. Now Bowden Barrett stabs it through. It's going to be a try. Surely no. Jordy Barrett just beaten by the bounce of the ball over the net ball line. So Jordy Barrett now on 2 occasions. Very unlucky not to get a try. This time the bounce of the ball just not allowing it. And great stuff from the All Blacks again. Dia Khan says, would love Argentina to win, but what are the chances of that, Guru? I don't know. They defended valiantly in this first half, but I don't think they'll be able to keep it up. Daylight Dawning says, I'm backing South Africa against Aussies, Mr. Guru. So I'll get to that when we do the stream, because I know a lot of people won't agree with me when we do that stream, but I am looking forward to that Springbok test against the Wallabies in, it's just just over 2 hours' time from now. Right, so Buffelli has replaced Sanchez for a blood replacement here, and with just 4 minutes to go in this first half, this Argentina side has been really defending for dear life today. 10 points to 0 doesn't do justice to the score for New Zealand, because they've been attacking this whole, 30 minutes of the game, basically, and Argentina has managed to defend it. Got lucky at times as well, to be quite honest, but so I've missed something. There is a penalty to the All Blacks, in fact, So Bowden Barrett is going to thump this into touch. 5 meters out from the try line. So with 4 minutes to go in this first half, can the All Blacks get another try in this game? It's currently 9:49 a.m. Shadow Ninja Coast. Right, so here we come. Luke Jacobson has taken that ball, and the ball has been formed by the All Blacks now. Can Argentina defend this ball? Still going forward. Dalton Papali has got it at the back here. Now it goes down, but it's a penalty advantage coming. David Havili just a meter short of the All Blacks now. Will they be able to get another try here before halftime? TJ Perenara, out it comes to Severis, and it looks like he's got it down. Yes, he got it. So after all that defending from Argentina in this first half, they've still been able to give away 2 tries to the All Blacks. Yeah, so the All Blacks have got it, and it's now 15 points to 0 to them. Yeah, Severis just too strong in that drive from him. Unfortunately, to the fence. Unfortunately, not been able to hold him up. So great work from the All Blacks, just keeping that patience, still grinding it out, and just that patience is doing them great at the moment. Right, Pieter Blignout says Argentina sal nie vir 80 minute kan verdedig. Die tweede helfte gaan die dambal breek en New Zealand gaan nagmaak. Yeah, could agree on that one, Peter. So basically for the English-speaking people, Peter said that Argentina won't be able to keep it up for 80 minutes in defense. So the floodgates will open up in the second half. And we've seen it now towards the end of the first half as well. 15 points to 0 with 2 minutes to go in this first half. Valiant effort from Argentina, but this All Black side is brilliant. So the kick from Bowden Barrett, and that one is going to go to the left of the post. So not one of his greatest kicks ever, and not one of the most difficult kicks either. So he'll be a little bit disappointed with that one, is Bowden Barrett. Right, 15 points to 0 it is then. And can we see another try from the All Blacks before halftime? Or can we see Argentina head back and get a try of their own? Taken in by David Havili. Big kick from him downfield. And that's going to find touch roundabout. Is it on the 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory? So Argentina will have possession going into this last minute. Thrown on halfway, in fact. Great kick from David Havili. Right, so lineup coming up for Argentina. 84 carries to the 31 of the Argentinas today. 77 gain line carries, while there's 28 from Argentina today. Just shows you the dominance from the All Blacks in this first half. Now Montoya finds Alemano at the back now. Bruni, a little chip kick over the top from Nicolas Sanchez, but taken beautifully by Jordi Barrett. Argentina defense rushing up on him, not allowing him any space now. TJ Perenara out to Bowden Barrett is going to go into the air. The chase coming from his brother Scott Barrett, but it is going to be taken by Santiago Cordera right on halfway now. Bertrand gets it out to the big prop forward, Cordera. Now it comes out Bertrand. The forwards are now just having a little crack here. The hooter has gone for half-time, and the All Blacks win another penalty on halfway. Holding on the ground there, and it should be a kick for touch here for the All Blacks. Shadow Ninja Ghost asking, do you think New Zealand might do another boom to Argentina, or Argentina will get a point? What your thoughts, Gurus? So the All Blacks are definitely going to go for another try here before half-time. And Barrett has found touch, run about 5 meters inside of the 22 of Argentina now. So this could basically wrap up the game if the All Blacks can get another try here before half-time. It's already hard to beat the All Blacks, but to come back from 20 points down will just be mission impossible. Luke Jacobson takes it in on the 22-meter line, and a maul has been formed by the All Blacks. It's gone down, unfortunately. Oh, we've seen one of the Argentina players somersault there, basically, at that ruck. Luke Jacobson now taking it in again, run on the 22-meter line. Perenara, out it comes to Nepo Lolala. 5 meters inside the 22 now. Perenara gets it out to Bowden Barrett. He's going to try and straighten the line, but Bruni is not falling for anything. Right on the 22 now. Perenara, Kira Ioane, George Bridge. Out it comes to Luke Jacobson again. Good defense from Argentina. Again now Perenara gets it out to Scott Barrett. Scott Barrett inside the 22 now of Argentina. Perenara. Out it comes to Asafo Moa again, making a couple of meters as well. Now Perenara throws a little dummy, tries to go himself, but Gudapeti had him covered there. Now Jordy Barrett at scrum half gets it out to Scott Barrett, who puts his head down. Now Akira Ioane. Akira Ioane steps back inside, tackled by Argentina. Now another penalty coming. Perenara back inside, little pop pass back inside, but it's been knocked on by Jordy Barrett. And we will see a yellow card coming to Pablo Matera now, slowing the ball on the ground. So that's a big call here for Argentina as well. Yeah, so that's very unfortunate for Pablo Matera as well. We'll spend the next 10 minutes of the second half in the bin. The team already under pressure at the moment. So the All Blacks will probably set up another line out here and really take it to them. Yep, 5 meters out from the try line. Asafo Moa with a throw into this line out. Taken by Scott Barrett now sets up the ball here. And here comes the All Blacks again now. Surely must score. Yes, they will. So try to the All Blacks again. And it looks like it's Scott Barrett who's got it down. Let's see who stands up with it. Now, in fact, it is Dalton Papali who gets the try for the All Blacks here, right on half time. So 20 points to 0 it is. Unfortunately for Argentina, it's game over. So Shadow Ninja goes ask, what's your thoughts on the game, Guru? So far, hats off to the Argentina for trying to defend the All Blacks in this first half. But then you also have to give the accolades to the All Blacks for an absolutely massive first half performance. Just keeping it cool, calm, and collective, not budging under the pressure of the defense of the Argentina, and just taking the points when it's on offer and really grinding out that first half. So 20 points to 0 at halftime with a conversion to come. I just can't see this game really taking a turn for the worse for the All Blacks, really. Right, so let's just see if that conversion will go through from Bowden Barrett. It is a tough one, 5 meters from the left-hand touchline. So, in fact, it is going to be Jordy Barrett who's going to attempt to get this conversion this time round. Bowden missing a very easy conversion right in front of the post at times. So, and Neville celebrated. And then Alice says, good to see All Blacks giving all their players game time, even though I'm against the rotation of the All Black players. I see its pros and cons, which I agree with. I mean, there's always pros and cons of rotation policy. Right, Jordy Barrett with a kick, and that is a beautiful strike. So halftime, we're going to go into a 22-point lead for the All Blacks. Peter says, die enigste span wat so ver agter is teen New Zealand, wat kan terugkom is die Bokke. I don't think so. So Peter says the only team that would be able to come back from 2-0 deficit at halftime would be the Boks. And I don't think there's a team in the world that would be able to come back from 22-0 at halftime against the All Blacks. But yeah, that's the halftime for you guys. 22 points to 0 here. And I can only see it getting a lot worse for the Argentinians now going into halftime. Just want to do this because All Blacks 22, Argentina 0 going into halftime. It is what it is, guys. So we always expected the All Blacks to have a crack. I did say the All Blacks were going to win this by 20 points minimum. So at halftime they've got it. It is 22 points to 0. I'm going to go for a quick break, but when I do come back, we will be doing the second half. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back, guys, for the second half of this game between the All Blacks and Argentina. So, what we have seen happening in this first half is basically Argentina grinding in defense for about 30 minutes, and then the All Blacks finally started to open up the cracks in this Argentina defense as well. Hats off to the All Blacks, really, for just grinding it out when Argentina were defending like Trojan horses in that first half. But you can see the calm and collectiveness from this All Black side. It's absolutely brilliant. And it just showcases you how brilliant this side is, that they can take the pressure in defense and then just grind out the points. A 22-point lead at halftime is a massive lead to have. And I can't see them coming back from this as Argentina. In fact, I'm thinking more of a 50-point margin towards the end of this game now, to be quite honest. As good as they have been on defense, they just haven't had possession, and there should be a hell lot of tired legs out there at the moment. I just can't see this ending well for Argentina at all, unless we can see a miracle come in the second half. I do think we're going to see a 50-pointer come on in this second half. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section as well. We've had around about 250 votes on the poll as well. Can Argentina do it again? So 64% said no, and they're quite right at this stage of the game. Looking at the way the game has been played so far in this first half, normally what I do is just run through the team lineup. So for the All Blacks, you can't really fault any of these guys. Anton Linnett-Brown, unfortunately, not playing. So Rico Ioane came in at 13. But, I mean, all of these guys have been brilliant at times. So I think Jordie Barrett had 2 tries that he could have scored if the bounce of the ball were more kind to him. But overall, this is a phenomenal performance from the All Blacks, and especially here in the forwards as well. We've seen the guys like Jacobson, Papali'i, and Scott Barrett and Retallick really just grinding things out. Asafo Moa has had plenty of ball, straightening that line on numerous occasions for them. Carlton Aguffy has had a strong game. So I really can't fault the All Blacks on anything in this first half. And if you look at the Argentinians, same thing basically from their side as well. I mean, although the scoreboard says 22-0, you can't fault this Argentina side on defense. You know, they've really tried to really keep this All Black side out most of the first half, and they haven't had too much ball. One thing that I could say is Nicolas Sanchez maybe kicking away possession where he should have maybe just kept it, because you don't want a team to, basically you don't want to kick your ball away when you don't see any possession for the whole first half. So maybe could fault Nicolas Sanchez on that, maybe. And then also discipline-wise, maybe you could fault the Argentinians a little bit in that regard. But overall, brilliant performance from the All Blacks. Great defensive display from Argentina, although the scoreboard doesn't reflect that at the moment. Going through some of the comments while I was gone, let's see. Johannes Payne says, watch the Pumas come back. They're not the Sharks. Yeah, well, I knew you were going to have a crack at me, Johannes, at some stage. But, I mean, it's the All Blacks. You don't come back from a 22-0 deficit. And Mark Julian Lee says, New Zealand eat Weetabix. And also Daylight Dawning says, how many All Black players on the field were in the side beaten by Argentina? Do you know? Unfortunately, I have no idea. I could maybe have a look up. Let's see, All Blacks versus Pumas 2020 team lineups. Let's see if we can find that for you, Daylight Dawn. So let's just have a look if I can find that one for you guys. Doesn't look like I will be able to see exactly who were there. Let's have a look if I can find it for you guys. Just a little bit patience, guys. So, yeah. So Bowden Barrett was playing fullback. Geordie Barrett was on the right wing. Anton Leonard Brown and Jack Goody were the centre combinations, with Caleb Clark on the left wing. Richie Mohanga and Aaron Smith started the 9 and 10. Ari Sevilla, Sam Kane, Akira Ioane, Sam Whitelock, Scott Barrett, Nipo Lalala, Dan Colson, Joe Moody. So in this lineup that lost to Argentina last year is Bowden Barrett, Geordie Barrett, Akira Ioane, Scott Barrett, Nipo Lalala. And then on the bench was Carl Tunagafi, that started TJ Perenara, Rico Ioane. And then from the Argentina lineup, Boffelli was playing fullback. Jean Cruz Malia was in the center with Geronimo de la Fuente. Santiago Cordero was on the left wing. Nicolas Sanchez at 10, and Escura was on 9. Facunda Issa was at 8. Marcus Kremer was 7. Matera 6. Then Lucas Polos was 5. Kuda Petty 4. Santiago Madrana, Julian Montoya. So out of the team that won the All Blacks last year is basically John Cruz, Malia, De La Fuente, Cordero, Sanchez, Kremer, Matera, Petty, Madrana, Montoya. And then on the bench, there was also Alemano, and Bertrano was also there. So, yeah, it just shows you how a year can change the game. Anthony Corboy says, Kiwi here, first time on your channel, great commentary. How good is the South African-New Zealand game going to be? It's going to be massive, I know. I mean, let's first see what happens in this game afterwards against the Wallabies. But, I mean, 100 test matches between South Africa and the All Blacks. Amazing stuff, man. They are doing likely to want some payback anyway. Good vibes. And then the All Blacks are relentless. There's easy Rolly. And then they get hungrier the more you deny them, which is true. I mean, I always expected the All Blacks wanting. They already did beat Argentina again after that loss. But, I mean, they're not a forgiving nation. So if you beat them for the first time in history, this is what's going to happen. You're going to lead at halftime by 22 points to 0, which could have easily been a lot more at halftime, haven't it been for the Argentina defense that was so good. Easy Rolly says Argentina is looking bloodied and done. Yeah, no, I think too. I think there's no way that the Pumas will come back. Mad says, here come the Pumas, you will see. Well, yeah, I can always be corrected, you know, and I would love for Argentina to hit right back into this game. But 22 points to 0 at halftime is massive, you know. You just can't fault the All Blacks on attack. So maybe if Argentina can get a little bit more front foot ball, they had looked dangerous at times when they did have possession. They did get over the advantage line on most occasions. So if they can just maybe get some possession and stop making that 50-50 offloads and start playing the game a little bit more tighter, they could potentially still be in the game towards the end of the game. But if the All Blacks score first, I'm betting on a 50-pointer coming up in this game for sure. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what your final score prediction will be for this game. And then also let me know you think it will be the first try scorer of the second half in this game. We saw Rico Ioane open up the scoreboard in this game for the All Blacks. So I would say probably from the guys that's on the field, I don't know if there's going to be any changes, but I do see at some stage maybe the likes of Geordie Barrett getting a try down today, because he's already been denied twice today, and he's looking quite dangerous when he does get the opportunity to score some points. So the players are now back onto the field, and this could be a very, very, very long day for Argentina back on this field. We'll have to see how their demeanor will be going into the second half. All Blacks have secured the bonus point already. So, yeah, let's see what happens with the second half, guys. Feeling a little bit down for Argentina, but nevertheless, this All Black side is absolutely phenomenal. Here we go. Nicolas Sanchez with a restart to the second half. and it's been taken in by George Bridge out to David Havili inside the 22 now. He takes it over the 22-meter line and sets up a brilliant ruck for the All Blacks now. Here they come again, Asafo Moa back inside to Carlton Agafi. There is some space being made now. Beauden Barrett is going to go to the air this time, and it's chased down by Severies. The bounce of the ball is not going for Argentina. Comes back the All Blacks side now on the 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory. David Havili with the kick downfield and taken by John Cruz Malia, who kicks it into touch and will find touch roundabout between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside Argentina half. So, first minute gone, and the All Blacks now have an attacking line out between the 22. Well, no, in fact, it's going to be Argentina ball. It's been touched by one of the All Blacks players. So, Julian Montoya with a throw in here, and he does find Guido Petty at the back. Maul has been formed by Argentina. They need to keep possession and just try and grind out this All Black side. Right, so they're not going to keep ball in hand. They are going to go with a box kick into the air and beautifully taken by George Bridge on the 10-meter line inside Argentina half. TJ Perenara, now Beauden Barrett. Out it comes now to Dalton Papali with the offload beautifully to David Havili. He's going to have a run now. Back inside it goes, but a knock on from the All Blacks, unfortunately. But the referee says play on. No, he doesn't. He does call them back for a knock on. So it's going to be a scrum down to Argentina about 15 meters out from their own try line. Great little break from Dalton Papali with the offload to David Havili. Stepped back inside, made a couple of meters. And then unfortunately from TJ Perenara to Luke Jacobson, it went forward. So bad luck there for the All Blacks then in the end. Martin says, never heard you before. You give good commentary. Wonder how you go with the All Black Springboks. That's going to be a massive one, Martin. I haven't done a Springbok versus All Black game yet. So that's going to be massive. I mean, really looking forward to that one. It is a little bit slow today. So 127 people watching, averaging around between 1,000 and 2,000 people watching when the Springboks play. So looking forward to a big one after this one, Martin. Wow, now says All Blacks are an attacking team. They play better in the second half using the bench. Right, penalty here to Argentina from the scrum. And that's a big one from Argentina as well. So Carlton Agafi penalized for angling in. So Argentina will get the opportunity to move away here. Nicolas Sanchez with a kick downfield, and it's going to look like he's going to find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Argentina half. Will we see a fight back from them today? Highly unlikely, but you never know. Shadow Ninja Ghost is putting me on the spot here. Who do you think will win, Springboks or Australia? Yeah, I'll comment on that in a little bit, Shadow. So Argentina has taken that line out now and going with a driving maul. Not really going anywhere now. It goes down. So they do have possession roundabout on the 10-meter line here. And just waiting for this ball coming back very, very slowly for them. All Blacks trying to counter ruck here at all costs. And it's going to be a scrum down to the All Blacks. They've managed to slow that ball down enough. And they win the scrum there. Akira Ioane upsetting the Argentinian players there, just throwing the ball straight into one of them, causing quite a little bit of a stir-up between the two teams. But great work from Akira Ioane, slowing that ball down at the ruck. And you could argue and say that he didn't roll away, or he was keeping that ball or playing it on the ground, in fact. So I think the All Blacks have got away with one there. Kevin Lund says, greetings, Guru. Early morning here on the island. 4:15 in the morning. Sure, that is early, yeah. So Shadow Ninja Ghost asked me, who do I think will win between the Springboks and Australia? So I'm going to be very controversial on this one. And I know I'm going to get a lot of slack from the South African fans, but I do feel that Australia might be able to upset the Springboks today. I mean, We don't travel great. We're not a good traveling side, especially in Australasia. So even though Wallabies have been really poor, I do see they're probably just winning that game against the Springboks. But obviously, my heart wants the Springboks to win that game quite comfortably. Right, so penalty from Argentina, in fact. So that's a penalty against the head. And it looks like the scrums are going a little bit bad for the All Blacks. Takiao is now also on the field here for the All Blacks. So hopefully that will make a couple of changes to that scrum. Wow now says, love your commentary. Reminds me of listening to the games from the radio back in the 19s or the 90s. Thanks for that comment, Wow now. And then Alice says, Quake Cooper is back. So he will definitely bring some experience to that side as well. Right, so Montoya with a throw in roundabout on a 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory. And here we go. Taken by Guido Petty off the back now. Bruni breaks free. Now going on a run straight down the middle there. Great defense from the All Blacks though. Bertrano out to Marcus Kremer. Just short of the 22 now. It's the Argentinians. 5 meters out from the 22. Taken forward beautifully by Medrano. Now Bertrano. Nicolas Sanchez throws a little dummy. Nearly getting the offload. But now Argentina needs to regroup here. Referee been taken with them. But somehow survives it. Now here they come again. Medrano up to the 22-meter line they go. Now it's John Cruz Maliau to Nicolas Sanchez. Throws another little dummy. Tries to go on his own. Right on the 22-meter line now is Argentina. But a penalty to the All Blacks now. And not sure what it's for. But quickly taken by the All Blacks now. Here comes David Avili. They've got an overlap here. And it's Rico Ioane over halfway he goes. Gets the offload to George Bridge. Good defense in the end there by Argentina. Between the 22 and the 10-meter line now, Bowden Barrett is going to straighten the line. Through the gap he goes. Over the 22 he goes and still going about 10 meters short. Gets the offload to Luke Jacobson. And the All Blacks get another try here. And that just sums up how dangerous this All Black team is from broken play. Great try to the All Blacks. First a great break from Rico Ioane. Then a brilliant offload from Bowden Barrett through the gap to Luke Jacobson. Brilliant try to the All Blacks. And this is the All Blacks at their very best at the moment. And to make it even more scary, not even their first choice team today. Right, so 27 points to 0 it is now. And we've only had 8 minutes in this in the second half, with plenty of time left. And I do feel that we are going to see a 50-pointer here today. Great stuff from the All Blacks. Jean Pablo Jorquera says, I need the link. Unfortunately, it won't be live on YouTube, Jean. I'll have to have Rugby Pass, I think Sky Sports, Stan Sport, or Super Sport subscription if you want to watch it live, unfortunately. Right, so Jordy Barrett is going to attempt this conversion. So Bowden not taking the kicks anymore. It is his brother now. And let's see what happens with this one. That's straight through the middle. So 29 points to 0 it is. All Blacks taking a resounding lead now with still about 30 minutes to go in this game. Unbelievable stuff from this All Black side. And just starting to really open up the floodgates in this one. Wow now says All Blacks 49, Argentina 7, my prediction, usually wrong. Right, so the restart now taken by Bowden Barrett. Gives it out to David Havili, who's going to thump it downfield. Not going to find touch into the hands of Cordero. And here they come up to halfway now. Argentina on the attack now. And it's Bertrano. Out it comes to the big forwards now. Sanchez. Hospital pass to Guido Petty. Taken down by Rico Ioane on the 10-meter line inside Argentina half. Losing plenty of ground with that one. Now Bertrano gives it out to Marcus Kremer. Good tackle from Rico Ioane. Right on the 10-meter line inside Argentina half. Looks like Bertrand is going to go with the box kick over the top now. And it is going to be chased down now by Cordero. Good defense on him from on Bowden Barrett this time, but Perenora gets a little blind side going for him. Kick forward by Severies, now chases on, but taken by Jean Cruz Malia, who just bumps it straight down the middle. And here's another chance now for the All Blacks. Geordie Barrett, out it comes to George Bridge now. He's going to straighten the line. Right on the 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory now. TJ Perenora out to Bowden Barrett, who kicks it. And that looks like it is going to go directly into touch. So we go all the way back to the 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory for a line out to Argentina. Donnie Jacobs says the All Black is on a high. Absolutely. They're playing some tremendous rugby at the moment, and even making mistakes like this where the ball gets kicked out directly, they can just regroup and settle in again and play a hard game again. Also saying the All Blacks play next level rugby, which is true, Donnie. So David Avili comes off as well as Bowden Barrett now. So just looking to see Damien McKenzie is onto the field. Not sure who the other player is because Leonard Brown was supposed to start this game with Rico Ioane, possibly would have come on in the second half. Right, so Argentina's got possession on the 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory now. And it's Rodrigo Bruni trying to burst his way through the middle, gets it out to the big forwards, and a massive tackle again from Taki Yao, and he wins the penalty for the All Blacks on the ground as well. Yeah, so Quinn Tupaya is the guy onto the field, so Antoinette Brown had to withdraw from the game beforehand. John Smith asking, did the game have any first half scrums? Yes, there was plenty of scrums, but it was pretty solid from both sides, John. So we've had a couple of penalties to Argentina here in the second half. Well, in fact, the first two scrums of the second half has all gone to Argentina for penalties. So, yeah, we haven't seen too much. And when we had seen it, it was pretty solid. Right, so the All Blacks have kicked us out, runabout on a 10-meter line inside Argentina half. And it's going to be Taki Yao to throw this ball in for the All Blacks. Well, in fact, we're going to have replacements first now. I think it's Bertrand who has now left the field here for Argentina. So TJ Perenora getting caught with possession, but a penalty advantage, I think it is to the All Blacks. No, it's just going to be a scrum down. So a little knock on there from Argentina in the tackle. Lavanini, who's on the field now for Argentina, making that massive tackle on TJ Perenora. Well, Pablo Matera and Lavanini. So Pablo Matera knocked the ball on in that pass. So scrum down to the All Blacks. Still got 28 minutes to go in the second half and 29 points to 0. TJ Perenora to feed this ball for the All Blacks in only the third scrum of the second half. Two scrum penalties to Argentina in that opening two scrums of the second half. So Perenora to feed this one, taking a little bit long there, but the referee has given a reset scrum on this occasion. So we've had about 2 minutes wasted through scrum resets today, which is very, very good in an international game like this. Eugene says, Quinn is quick as Flynn, passionate commentary. Yeah, thanks, Eugene there. Right, so at 29 points to 0, guys, I don't see Argentina really having any go in this game. And at this point, if the All Blacks going to play like they have been playing, 50 points up for grabs here today. Right, TJ Perenora with a feed to that scrum. This is looking much better for the All Blacks now. Penalty advantage coming. Taken in by George Bridge, straightening the line over the 10-meter line. Now Perenora. Perenora switches it back inside to rotate. The ball is loose. Now picked up by Akira Ioane. And he's going to give it out to Luke Jacobson with the offload back to Akira Ioane. But I think there's a knock-on advantage to Argentina now. And Bertrand is going to thump this downfield and find touch around about 5 meters outside of the 22. So luckily for Argentina. They survived this All Black onslaught yet again. The All Blacks making meters with every single ball that they take forward. And TJ Perenara could argue and say that he was taken out before he actually got the ball. So Nicolas Sanchez also down for Argentina at the moment. And it's not looking great for him. Let's see if he's going to be able to stand up from this. 87 test caps for Nicolas Sanchez in a career of 77% strike rate with his goal kicking. That is absolutely phenomenal. Skull Kriya says, greetings from the UAE. Good to have you on the show today, Skulk, and hope you enjoy the commentary as well. Right, so it looks like Nicolas Sanchez will be leaving the field, and it's going to be Gonzalez Samso who is going to come onto the field. Mark Julian Lee says, sad for the Argies. Yeah, look, you can only do that much. Defensively, they've been very sound in that first 30 minutes. The floodgates open up towards the end of the first half, and it's just continuing here in the second half, unfortunately. So, yeah, Takiao, the throw-in, finds Luke Jacobson. Now TJ Perenara out to George Bridge again, just straightening the line for the All Blacks. Now Perenara again, Damian McKenzie, out it comes to Rico Ioane. He's going to straighten the line now, 5 meters out from the 22. Oh, the ball is going to spill out the side of Argentina. So Marcus Krimmer now has got possession for Argentina, just outside their own 22 now. And Bertrano's got it, gives it back now to Sasso, who's going to kick this downfield. And that's a great kick from him. And it's going to find down about on a 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory. Shadow Ninja Go says, my thoughts, New Zealand might get 40. And in Ashton, I think we're going to win. Well, surely they're going to win from here on, Ashton. Mark Julian Lee say All Blacks are tough to play. Absolutely. Right, so the throw from Takiao finds Luke Jacobson, and they form them all here as the All Blacks. They're right on the right-hand touchline here, driving their way forward. Might have to get this ball out soon. Well, they're still moving forward, so it's working for the All Blacks at the moment. Almost up to halfway now, and still driving it forward. Now Perenara gets it out to McKenzie. Now to Paya, out to Severies. Gets it out to Jordy Barrett. Beautiful offload to Severies. And the last pass out to George Bridge. Puts it to the boot, but the cover defense from the Argentinians will be good enough. And Cordero has decided to run this from his own try line. Why on earth would you do that? Kicks it downfield, eventually not going to find touch. Into the hands of Damian McKenzie, right on the 22. Now Jordy Barrett. He's going to straighten the line for the All Blacks. Now TJ Perenara, out it comes to Rico Ioane, to Paya. To Paya with the offload to George Bridge. And surely they're over for the try here. No, they might not be. Into touch they go. And I don't think George Bridge were able to get that ball down. And unfortunately goes into touch. So it should be a line out 5 meters out from the Argentina try line. Shadow Ninja Go says, no one can beat New Zealand. It's too hard for the teams. Right, so we will have a TMO decision here first and foremost. But honestly, he's in play, but he couldn't get the ball down. He was held up basically over the try line then. And that should actually be a 22-meter drop. Not a 22-meter dropout. It should, in fact, be held up try line kick out with the new rules. Peter Blechnout says the Bokke can bear them any day or beat them any day. Right, so my initial thoughts here is held up over the try line, and it should be a try line dropout for Argentina. But let's see what the TMO decision will be. Still can't make it clear out whether he grounded that ball over the try line. No, I don't see any grounding. Possibly held up or over the dead ball line in the corner. So 24 minutes to go in this game, and the All Blacks on the Argentina try line again and just making their way forward. So potential in touch, says the referee, but I personally would say it's held up. Right, let's see what the decision will be from the referee now. It's definitely not going to be a try for the All Blacks, but we'll just see what the decision is regarding in touch or whether it's over the dead ball line. Mark Julian Lee says, looking forward to the Bokke. Always looking forward to some Springbok internationals. So it's going to be a 22-meter dropout. So it's over the dead ball line then in the end, the ruling. So the kick taken by Bafeli downfield now and into the hands of Damian McKenzie now. On the 10-meter line, goes with the up and under. Jordy Barrett will be chasing this down, but it's a little bit too far. Taken beautifully by Sasso for Argentina now. Here they come. Lavanini in possession for Argentina. Up to the 10-meter line inside his own half. Now Bertrand gets it out to Bafeli. Run here from De La Fuente up to the 10-meter line. Now Bertrand again taken forward by Medrano. Not making any ground is Argentina, unfortunately. And it looks like Bertrand will go with another box kick over the top now. Does so, and it chases on here from Bafeli. And taken by the All Blacks. Now Damian McKenzie switches back inside to Quinn Tupaya. And the All Blacks do have possession on the 10-meter line here. Now Perenara. Out it goes to Takiao. Putting his head down for the All Blacks. Now Perenara again. Back it comes to Akira Ioane over the 10-meter line. He goes, still going. Now brought down TJ Perenara. Out it comes to Scott Barrett. Back to Damian McKenzie. Gets the pass out to Luke Jacobson. Spills the ball a little bit backwards. And then now Damian McKenzie again. Now gets it out to Quinn Tupaya on the 10-meter line again. Is the All Blacks now. Perenara waiting for the ball to come out. Now Scott Barrett. He's going to straighten the line. Just short of the halfway line is the All Blacks now. Gets out Damian McKenzie. Now Takiao. Rico Ioane loops around. Jordy Barrett puts it to the boot. And it's a grubber kick downfield. But it's going to be collected by Bafeli right on his own try line. And he's going to kick this downfield. And find touch right on the 22-meter line. Bafeli not happy with the Dutch judge decision. He surely wanted a little bit more distance on that. Right, so we're now entering the last phase of the game, the last 20 minutes of the game, and Tupou Vaa'i is also on the field now for the All Blacks. Well, the kick downfield from Jordy Barrett really had no intention, really, but this will just set up another attacking lineup for the All Blacks now. So in the end, it's not a bad kick. Right, so 21 minutes to go in this game. 29 points to 0 it is. And Muzio has replaced Gagena as well. Here they come again. Takiao now off the back of that line out and still going over the 22-meter line. Now TJ Perenara gets it out to Luke Jacobson, who's had a massive game today. Now Perenara again tries switches back inside to Reese. 5 meters out from the try line. Now Brady Retallick, pick and go from him. 2 meters short now. Perenara again. Switches back inside again to Severies. And just short of the try line. 1 meter short is the All Blacks now. Penalty advantage coming for the All Blacks. Slowing that ball down is Argentina. And we will be coming back for an offside penalty, I think it is. But the referee wants to have a word with the Dutch judge. So Severies nearly scoring his second try of the game. 2 switches back inside to Reese on 2 occasions in a short amount of time. And it nearly worked for him. So we're going to have a TMO decision for something here. I don't have any audio visuals. So let's just hear, or let's just see what I can make of this one. So they are looking for a try being scored. But from there, you can clearly see that there was no grounding from Severies. Just one more look, surely. No, that's not going to be a try to the All Blacks. Surely we're coming back for another penalty. Well, they might be looking at a dangerous tackle from Marcus Creamer. And if that is the case, you could award a penalty try. We have seen it before where in instances where a high tackle has prevented a try from being scored, they do give a penalty try at some occasions. But let's just see what the call will be. Right, he is talking to Montoya at the moment. So we are coming back to a penalty to the All Blacks then. And it looks like Brody Retallick has already called for a scrum down. 21 minutes to go in this game. Yeah, scrum down to the All Blacks now. And surely would back themselves to get a try from here. Ian Foster, the New Zealand head coach, doing a great job in the end here with the All Blacks. I know he wasn't the first choice coach when it came to the fans of the All Blacks. Everybody wanted Scott Robinson to be the new coach of the All Blacks. But now Ian Foster's contract has been extended to the World Cup. So he's the man. Will he be the man to lead the All Blacks to glory? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think as well. Can Ian Foster carry this All Black side into a World Cup victory in France? Right. Oh, in fact, it's not going to be a penalty. It's just going to be a scrum down to Argentina, in fact, 5 meters out from their own try lines. And now they win another penalty. So that's the third penalty that they've now won in the second half to scrums. So Joe Moody and also Tyrell Lomax struggling a little bit there in the front row at the moment. Eugene Hill says, awesome Guru as a Kiwi going into this game. 3 players dynamic against the Pumas. Dalton Papali'i, Asafo Moa, and TJ Perenara. Yeah, they've been quite phenomenal. You know, Eugene really playing a good game. Right, so Brad Weber also on the field now for TJ Perenara, who's had a fantastic game as well. Right, so great job from TJ Perenara today. Really, after he got left out of the All Black side, there were question marks. There was a possible call that he would go to the NRL, but in the end, came back to the All Blacks. Right, so free kick here to the All Blacks from that line out. It's not gone in straight from Argentina, so that's a massive mistake from them. And what will the decision be here for the All Blacks? Remember, it's only a free kick. Well, they are going to scrum down. So the All Blacks backing their scrum to try and set up a good movement here. Yeah, in the end, already 3 penalties been given at scrum time. And you would wonder what the decision around that would be for the All Blacks now. Shadow Ninja goes, ask any COVID-19 cases in Africa. So we're averaging around 2,000 to 4,000 cases a day, unfortunately. All right, so solid scrum this time. Now Damien McKenzie's got it, gets it out to Tupaya over the 22-meter line they go. And this is quick ball now for the All Blacks. Damien McKenzie gets it out to Rico Ioane, about 10 meters out from the try line. Oh, the ball has been ripped, but illegally so from Argentina. And another penalty to the All Blacks. Eugene Hill says, but the Boks are the only team I fear for my life. My father watched the boys beat us in New Zealand more than anybody. Respect. Yeah, absolutely. That rivalry between the Springboks and the All Blacks is massive. So 100 tests coming up. Who's going to be victorious in a couple of weeks' time? Right, so throw in from Takiao from that line out, taken by Tupovai. And now the All Blacks are going to grind us forward about 5 meters out from the try line. It goes down now, and a massive counter shot from Argentina. And they've won that ball from that maul. Great stuff from them. And great work from them from keeping the scoreboard low again now in the second half as well. The kick downfield from Argentina, not going to find touch. And Damien McKenzie gets it out to Geordie Barrett. He's going to straighten the line up to the 22-meter line. He goes again. And the All Blacks on the attack again. Now Brad Weber. Out it comes to Dalton Papali'i. He breaks free. Over the 22 they go now. Here comes Brad Weber. Tupovai Damien McKenzie, beautiful angle on the run as Luke Jacobson gets it out to Brody Retallick, about 7 meters out, brought down. Now Brad Weber, Damien McKenzie again now, Seven Rees, just 5 meters out is the All Blacks now. Brad Weber gets it out, Damien McKenzie again out to Brody Retallick, puts his head down, great defense from Argentina. Brad Weber now, Damien McKenzie back inside to Geordie Barrett. 4 meters out is the All Blacks now. Oh, it's been trying to slow down by Pablo Matera, and a knock-on from Tupou Vaa'i, unfortunately. I think Pablo Matera could be in trouble here. He's already received a yellow card, and he's the one who infringed there, so it could be a second yellow to Pablo Matera now, and that would mean a suspension. Well, it's Alamano who gets the call from the referee, so I think he's taken over the captaincy at least. But luckily for Pablo Matera, it's only going to be a penalty now. And that would have been a very unfortunate event if he had to get a yellow card for that one as well. Wow now says All Blacks are still wasting a lot of try opportunities. They need to finish the job. Peter Peace Love says, love from Spartans Rugby Club in China. Thank you, Peter, for the support as well. Then Faitland says, All Blacks is just on another different level, but the Springboks will be ready for them. Berenice says, waiting patiently for the Bok game. Go Bokke, a win for us today. Will we be able to do it, guys? That's the big question coming from a Springbok fan. Will we be able to leave that traveling hoodoo that we've had over the last couple of years, especially in Australasia? Right, so scrum down to the All Blacks now, and 5 meters out from the try line. We've still got about 16 minutes left in this game, and we're expecting the floodgates to open it up at some stage in this game again. Argentina's done well to hold out for a couple of minutes again. Big push from the All Blacks now, penalty advantage. Luke Jacobson, out it comes to Damien McKenzie. He tries to step, but brought down by Bertrand. Now Tupou Vaa'i. He's going to try and attack the line, brought back to the 5 meter line now, Kira Ioane. Brad Weber waiting for this one now, gets it out to Takiao. Still about 5 meters out is the All Blacks now. Brad Weber, Damien McKenzie gets the pass. Oh, it's been knocked on by George Bridge and then knocked on by Argentina as well. But we should be coming back for a penalty here to the All Blacks. We are going to have a TMO look at something as well. So possible foul play somewhere down the line as well. Game just getting a little bit scrappy at the moment now. And let's have a look at this. So we're looking at potential foul play. Nah, there's nothing in that really. Marcus Grimmer did go a little bit high, but oh, wait, on this angle it does look pretty bad for Marcus Grimmer as well. Shoulder to the head of Damien McKenzie. So you could argue that could be trouble for Argentina again. Marcus Grimmer, unfortunate there, shoulder to the chin of Damien McKenzie. And we'll just have to wait and see what the call from the referee will be. Knowing it's Nick Berry, there will probably be a red card. But let's see if a yellow card or just a penalty will be deemed by Nick Berry. But it could easily be a red card. Right, so Paul Harris says, wonder how the All Blacks Immortals, Grant Beatty and Sick going would travel these days. Absolutely kill it, I reckon, from Kiwi living in lockdown Sydney. Then Carol K says, love the commentary. What do you think will win the whole tournament? Or who do you think will win the whole tournament? I don't know. If South Africa can pull it off against the Wallabies, then it's going to come down to that's 2 games against the All Blacks. But because we're not at home, I would probably say the All Blacks is going to win this tournament. And that's being very, very humble as well. Right, so let's see what the decision is now. So it's only a penalty, it seems, to the All Blacks. So at least sanity prevailed in the end. And I apologize to Nick Berry in advance because he has been officiating this game pretty well today. He's had his ups and downs in previous ones, but today he's been pretty solid. Right, so we're going back for another scrum here for the All Blacks. Or no, are they going to scrum? Let's see. Penalty to the All Blacks, 5 meters out from the try line. And yeah, they are calling for a scrum here. Dakio making that call for the All Blacks. Right, so 15 minutes to go, guys. Wow now says Springboks need to worry about Australia, not the All Blacks. Australia can win against any team if given a chance. And that is exactly my point, wow now. So I wanted to hold it back, but as a South African, I think we're going to lose this game against the Wallabies today. But like I say, in my heart, I always back the Springboks to win. But thinking logically, it's going to be a very tough one. So the All Blacks off the back here from that scrum. Now Luke Jacobson just running sideways with that one, not really getting ground. Now Tupavai taken forth now. Here comes Damien McKenzie again now. Quinn Tupaia just 2 meters short of the try line. And here comes Brad Weber again. Out it goes to Tyro Lomax. Just a meter short now. Pick and go from the All Blacks. And over the try line they go. So there's another try now to the All Blacks. And this time it's going to come courtesy of, let's see, it's Ethan Blackadder who's on the field who gets the try for the All Blacks. Great leg drive from the big forward. And that is a great try to the All Blacks again. 34 points to 0 it is with 14 minutes to go. And I did predict that there will be another floodgate opening up before the end of this game. So this could be the start of that. Carla Erasmus says, the Boks are coming. And then Sylvester said, ach nee, ek dog dan die Pumas sal loop hulle vandag. So for those of you who don't understand this comment, Sylvester is very disappointed with the Argentinian team today. He really thought that they would come out a little bit more firing in this game. Lake Show says, if South Africa can beat Australia conveniently, then South Africa can beat the All Blacks. I don't think that's going to be the case today, unfortunately, Lake Show. We've seen in the past, and looking back on previous results, you have to wonder if South Africa is going to win this one. I know the Wallabies are not in the greatest of spaces at the moment, and we know that South Africa is on a winning streak somewhat, but, well, not really. They only have a three-match winning streak. So considering all that and the way we've traveled in the past, I'm going to expect a very, very tight game in the end. Christian says, the All Blacks are just too good today. Right, so it looks like that try from the All Blacks could be overturned, as there might be a potential second movement. So let's see what the call from the referee will be on this one. It didn't look like a second movement to me. I think the player was always on the ground. So a yellow card coming here for Argentina as well. So I guess, yeah, no try. The try has not been awarded. So, but there is a yellow card to Argentina for infringing on the try line all the time. So Carlos Muzio has been sent to the bin for 10 minutes now. So still 29-0 then. Guys, we'll have to wait and see if we will see another try from the All Blacks now. Normally, I do find it when a try has not been awarded. Yeah, there we go. 29-0. It shows again. Thank you to the scoreboard there. Right, so the All Blacks are going to go for another scrum down here, 5 meters out from the Argentina try line. And it's been very scrappy towards the end of this game. Well, towards the, yeah, I wouldn't say towards the end of the game because there's still plenty of time left on this clock. Still a whole 14 minutes to go. But it's become a little bit scrappy here in the second half at times. Right, so making a couple of changes after that yellow card. Obviously, tight forward or a prop forward needs to come on, and loose forward needs to leave the field, unfortunately. So just waiting to play that out, and then we'll continue with the game. Right, scrum down to the All Blacks, 5 meters out from Argentina's try line, and a good opportunity to get some more points on the board. So only 7 points to nil here in the second half again. And it's very similar to that first half where Argentina held out for about 30 minutes and then the floodgates opened up. Right, so another penalty advantage coming the All Blacks' way now. Tupaia, and Tupaia with the leg drive over the try line he goes. But I think he got held up on that occasion, unfortunately, again. So somehow Argentina are managing to prevent the All Blacks from scoring. Right, so Lina Losia said, go Manu Samoa. Wow, now isn't that the third try not awarded? Yeah, it could possibly have been the third try already held up over the try line. John Mayer says Argentina has gone backwards. Have to feel for them. Last year they were playing quality rugby, but they have been poor this year. COVID has really affected them hard. And you could argue and say playing in the Super Rugby as the Jaguares really improved their rugby overall as well, John. So the fact that they're not there anymore, now playing in the SLAR, could probably have maybe decreased the competitiveness at this level again. So hopefully we'll see them back in a major competition real soon as well. Right, so, scrum goes down again and we'll have another reset. So I think this is the third or fourth reset scrum, so it's not too bad for an international game. Right, so we've been here in the 5 meter area of the Argentinians for probably the last 10 minutes now in this second half. And it's getting a little bit frustrating to watch at times. We just keep seeing Argentina holding up the All Blacks over the try line, getting a yellow card, giving away a penalty, and the All Blacks just grinding it out the whole time. So let's see if we will see another bit of a show before the end of this game. 10 minutes basically to go in this game. Right. Brad Weber to feed this ball for the All Blacks now. And a solid scrum this time now. Pushing forward again is the All Blacks now. A penalty advantage coming. Luke Jacobson, this time he's going to get over. And that's a great try from the All Black number 8 as well. So finally they do get a second try in this game in the second half. Sim Slayer says Argentina made a big folly of themselves getting the former Australian coach as their new coach. Don't like the way Sanzar is heading. Yeah, you would think that they would stick to their guns. I mean, credit to Michael Chaker in a way, but I just don't think that he is that great of a coach. I mean, he was great with Australia at the time, and then I would almost say it's because of him that Australian rugby is where it is at the moment. I think Dave Rennie is trying to pick up the pieces that Michael Chaker left, unfortunately. Right, so 36 points to nil it is now with 10 minutes to go in this game. Will we get an update on that score? 36 points to nil it is. Right, can Argentina hold on? Yes, Argentina level has definitely dropped since they weren't involved with Super Rugby. And that's very unfortunate. Jordy Barrett takes it in from the 22-meter line from the restart. And a bit of pressure being put onto them at ruck time. But Takiao now gets away with it. Sets up another beautiful ruck here for the All Blacks. Brad Weber just waiting for it to come out. Gets it out to Damien McKenzie. Is going to kick this downfield. And not going to find touch, unfortunately. Now a chance here for Argentina to have a run. They're going to have a run up to the 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory. And now Bertrand waiting for it. Gets it out to the big forward, Slavanini. Tackled by Takiao, and the ball gets ripped. But a penalty for a high tackle from Takiao on Lavanini as well. So Boffelli now is going to put this as far as possible into touch. Can Argentina get some points on the board today? The kick is going to find touch roundabout on the 22-meter line here. Yeah, just around the neck there from Takiao, unfortunately. Simslayer says, was there once two Argentina teams in Super Rugby like the Jaguares and who else? No, it was only the Jaguares. So you had the Sunwolves and then the Jaguares. Sunwolves were from Japan, basically. World Rugby has to come up with some sort of strategy to let Argentina back into Super Rugby. Absolutely. I mean, um, if you look at the way Samoa and Fiji and Tonga operate as well. So finally now Fiji's got a team, and then also you also have now the Mono Pacifica joining in Super Rugby. So at least something is happening. Right, so Argentina now on the attack, 5 meters out from the try line. Can the All Black defense hold out here? Bertrano gets it out to Boffelli. Boffelli tries to step. Good tackle from Tupaya. They've lost a bit of ground now, 10 meters out from the try line. Lavanini. All Blacks defense just relentless at close quarters here. Now it's Pablo Matera. Gets out Bertrano now. Boffelli again. Steps back inside Escudero. Not really making any ground. Going backwards is Argentina now. Back to the 22-meter line. Lavanini puts his head down. Here they come again now. It's a knock-on from Argentina now. Can the All Blacks counter? It's in the hands of Severis now. Over the 22-meter line comes Rico Ioane. Brilliant offload, but just unable to catch it with Severis. And Argentina now have the possession just outside of the 22 now. Bertrano out to Marcus Kremer. Held up in a tackle, and this could easily be turnover ball now for the All Blacks from this one. Yeah, held up in the tackle and scrummed down to the All Blacks with just 6 minutes to go in this game. Wow now says, respect to the Pumas for their defense against a great side. It could have been a lot worse for Argentina today if it hadn't been for their resilient defense today. Sim Slayer says Argentina should be worried about the fact that they haven't scored against the All Blacks today. Well, they haven't had enough possession to do anything, Sim Slayers. So it's been hats off to the All Blacks for keeping possession the way they have, and then hats off to Argentina for the way they've defended. Because, I mean, if the defense were poor, they would have been absolutely humiliated today with a massive scoreline. Then also, yes, totally agree and look forward in how our Pacifica teams will foot it up with the big boys, and ideally wish a team from Argentina is next year's Super Rugby. And Neville says, brilliant. Thank you, Mr. Guru. Much appreciated. No problem, and Neville. We're moving towards the last 6 minutes of this game here, and the All Blacks in a great lead of 36 points to 0. They've been absolutely ruthless on the attack today. 6 minutes to go, guys. 36 points to 0 it is. We're about an hour away from the Springbok kickoff game, so I will be tuning in at around 11:30 for the South African game. So just a quick break from my side, and then I will be back for that big Springbok game for you guys as well. 6 minutes left in this one. 36-0, and there's obviously only one winner here today. John Mayer says, I'm so happy I found this channel. It's top-notch. You got this. Thanks, John. Thanks, everybody, for the great comments. Mark, Julian Lee, you as well. Also, Albert Trutter. Really appreciate the support. Right, so another reset scrum. So that minutes are bulking up a little bit now. I think we're into about 6 minutes wasted throughout this game. And it's not something that you want to see happen in a game, but although scrums are part of the game, they need to do something to quicken up this thing. Either put in a stop clock, which allows the time to stand still and restart when the ball gets out, or just start to give free kicks after the first reset. Right, so Brad Weber has taken that ball in now for the All Blacks. Here comes the All Blacks again. Damien McKenzie now kicks it downfield into space. Yeah, that's going to go directly into touch, but the All Blacks will have a penalty. Underdog says the Church kept him away from the rugby today. And then Sim Slayer, Argentina should go back to the drawing board. They must sack Michael Chaker and try to appoint Jake White or Crusaders coach. I want Argentina to be competitive. Well, don't say it too loudly, Sim Slayer, because although Jake White has been very successful at the Bulls, we know when he gets an international offer, he tends to run. So we've seen it. He's been at the Sharks previously, but he wants to be an international coach. So it does make sense. If he gets the opportunity, he will definitely do that. Right, the throw in from Brody Retallick at the back here from that penalty now. Controlled by the All Blacks at the back of this maul now. Takiao. Driving forward as the All Blacks almost up to the 22-meter line now. Gets it out to Brett Weber. And a little stab through from Tupaya, but collected by Bertrano. Just short of the 22 for Argentina. But, penalty to the All Blacks here. And the call is Marcus Kremer. Well, is it not really? Yeah, it's not releasing the ball on the ground, Bertrano. Wana says, to win against the All Blacks is hard enough, but to prevent them from scoring when they are attacking is next to impossible. Absolutely. And then also Penny says, thank you, Guru, God bless. Thanks, Penny. And Eugene says, thanks, Guru. Cheer up. Springbok's going to upset and shake the monkey. Have faith. Well, looking forward to that one, Eugene. And then Mark Julian Lee says, Kangaroo Biltong. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. And then Enos says, I think Argentina play a great defense against a great and top form team, All Blacks. Absolutely. Right, so the All Blacks have opted to go for goal. So with 3 minutes to go, they're just going to hit this over, make it 39 points to 0, and take the points. I mean, the last thing we want is another 10 scrums with the Argentina defense just keeping them out. And I think that is a sign of respect to them. I mean, although the scoreboard ticks 36-0, it's just a sign of respect to the way they have defended. And I'm going to disagree with Alice on this one, saying that it's not good defense if it's 36-0. So you defend for 30 minutes in great defense, and then the floodgates open up for 5 minutes. You give away 2 or 3 tries. It is good defense. They've been really great on the defense today. But they're playing a great All Black side, and there's just no stopping them at this stage. Right, so Jordy Barrett from the kickoff takes it in. Pablo Matera making a thumping tackle. But another penalty and quickly taken by Brad Weber. Here he goes. Straight through the middle he goes now. Needs support. Damian McKenzie steps back inside. Gets it out to George Bridge all the way up to the 22. And he's knocked it on. Now, can we see Argentina respond? Oh, kick forward. Charged down by Brody Retallick. But we surely will come back for a knock-on from George Bridge there. John Mayer says Springbok's going to buy some wallaby chops today. And Dion Basson says, dankie meneer, jy maak ons dag, geniet jou kommentaar. Thank you, Dion, as well for that comment. So, with 2 minutes to go in this game, we're going to have a scrum down to Argentina for a knock-on from George Bridge right on the 22-meter line. So that will hopefully be the last play of the game for Argentina, because you have to feel sorry for them. Alice says, just remember the Wallabies have just played the All Blacks. They are game ready, and they scored some brilliant tries against the All Blacks. True. So Argentina hasn't played. Yeah, they've played a couple of tests. They've played 4 tests leading up to this one. So there's no real excuses. Just a preparation to that forward might be an issue. Right, so big scrum again from Argentina. This time penalty advantage going their way. Kokabar is taking it in for them. And we're coming back for a penalty to Argentina with just under 30 seconds to go. Paul Harris says Springboks will put 30 on the Wallabies. That's a big call. And then Kat Goodson says, thank you, Mr. Guru. We'll be listening to your Springbok play, Raining Cats and Dogs in Vietnam. Right, so the kick from Boffelli finds touch between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Will we see something special from Argentina before the end of this game? Or knowing the All Blacks, they'll probably try and score another try from here. So throw in to come for Argentina between the 22 and the 10-meter line. This game is all done and dusted, really. Throw in coming now, and it's going to be taken in by Alamalu now out to Bafeli. Now, John Cruz Malia with the long pass out and tried to intercept it was Rico Ioane, but it's going to be deemed as a penalty because there was no real attempt to catch that ball. Well, you could argue it's Rico Ioane, but yes, one can imagine the Springboks hammering the Aussies, Cesar Neville. Shadow Ninja says, just like 2019, it was 38-0. And the Boks are not any team. Ask England, says Angeline Willemse. Right, so it is going to be what it is. There's going to be another lineup to this game. Argentina will try not to go down with 0 today. But in all respect to them, it just never looked like scoring today at all. So on the 10-meter line, thrown to Argentina, and it spills back to the halfway line for Argentina now. Cocobares, he's going to straighten the line straight on halfway, right in the middle of the field now. Bertrano gets it out to Boffelli. Now Bertrano again gets it out to Santiago Cordera, and Bertrano now to Lavanini. Bertrano again now. Just trying to grind it out is Argentina, but this could, no, it's not stolen. Still comes Argentina now. Over halfway they go. And some good rugby from them here towards the end, but it's just way too late, unfortunately. Marcus Kremer taking it up for them to almost up to the 10-meter line now. Jean Cruz Malia. All Blacks defense just holding up beautifully at the moment. Now Jean Cruz Malia again, coming from 15 to fly off. Now it's taken forward. Now there's a bit of a gap opening up for Argentina. Over the 10-meter line they go. And a knock-on advantage to Argentina as well now. Right on the 10-meter line, inside All Blacks territory. That ball spills out loose. Now Marcus Kremer. He's going to try and take it up for him. But, that should be the end of the game now. A knock-on from the All Blacks should bring us back to full time. There we go. So in the end, a 39 points to 0 victory here for them. Just going through that last few comments before I go. Nick Berry is the winner. John Smith. No, I wouldn't say. I think Nick Berry had a decent game today. He wasn't, I know I'm very critical towards him, but today he had a very decent game. Enos says the Wallabies and Springboks game will be tough game as each team will have the chance to win today. Great team will win. And then Kiara, the Pumas play a good game, but couldn't get the game right and playing the world's #1 team, the All Blacks. Watching the game is the best team, did it, finish it off well, game all over. And John Mayer says South Africa's throw will be a 3-point game. Wow, now Springboks 21, Wallabies 24. Like I said, usually my predictions are wrong, but the final outcome is close. So with that, guys, I'm going to leave you guys. I'll be back in about 20 minutes' time doing the Springbok game. And really looking forward to the very first ever South Africa-Australia game on my channel as well. So I will see you guys there. Thank you for tuning in, and congratulations to the All Blacks winning quite comprehensively against Argentina. Until next time, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers for now.